Well, move over Taco Tuesdays because there's a new cool kid on the block. It's called our stuffed Avo tacos served with a spicy classic dressing, and it's so filling and so tasty that you want to eat them every single day this week. Now, the queen of flavor, Miss Jenny Morris, is here to show us how it's done, and it is smelling flavorful just like you, Mama. How are you?
Hello, darling. You're so sweet, Jamie. I've missed you.
I miss you too. I know. I never get to see you, but the fact that I know when you coming here, you come to feed all of us.
Oh, yes.
And this is so yummy, so up my alley, because sometimes I don't like the taco just because it takes away from all the filling inside.
I know. I find them
Avo just like perfection.
harsh. They're harsh and hard. So you might have a Taco Tuesday. I have an Avo every day.
Avo every day.
Every
we
day.
are not complaining.
Now what I'm doing is I want a very nice, hot pan because I want to just get my mince. This is quick and it smells like a steak. You see why I made the pan so lovely and hot?
I see it.
Because I don't want it to stew. Okay, and you just give it a good old mix around.
And it's already getting brown. Just
completely.
With the pan,
that's why it's so
without
important.
Any spices, nothing.
Important for hot pan. And then some cumin, which loves avocado. It absolutely adores it. Some salt.
As always, we need to make sure that we season our filling.
Then I'm going to just give it a little stir before I add any stock to it, because if I put the stock in and out, it'll stop frying. Okay,
and we obviously want to get that nice flavor on the...
So while that's happening, my darling, I'm going to ask you to make me this beautiful topping. Yes. A classic.
A classic dip just for you, because you are a classic mama. Let me open this. There we go. So how many spoons would you recommend?
Well, I'm greedy, darling. You can just top it up. Okay. Go all the way.
When Jenny Morris says stop, I will stop. So I'll say 3. Let's go 3 for our dip.
Oh, there you go, sweetheart. That's good.
And then
do you know, I could just eat that as a savoury yogurt breakfast.
100%, because we know that just like this, because we know that the Clover Classic Dairy Snack is a deliciously smooth and also gives you quite a creamy taste to stuff the Avo tacos with. Now, the creaminess pairs very well with the spicy flavors, and you could use beans or any other legumes for the filling to make it meat-free if you wanted to. Even if it's something like chicken, if you wanted to do a chicken taco or chicken Avo.
Absolutely. Soya mince. I mean, you could have it totally... Oh, look at that, baby.
That is perfection at its best.
Are you talking about me or the Avo, darling?
Both, Jenny. But I've actually learned a trick the other day. I've seen it on TikTok. So if you want to make sure that your Avo stays longer, you put it in the fridge in like a jar with water. Why did you never tell me that?
Because I've never done it, darling. They don't last that long in my house.
So there you go. There you go. If you do like me, because I buy a lot of Avos and then I put it in like newspaper to make sure that it gets ripe. And then what happens is all 5 of them are ripe at the same time. And I'm like, what am I going to do with it? So you put it in a jar. Water in the fridge. Bob is your uncle. Okay, let's get back to the classic dip. So we have some.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, my baby, is I'm going to just do this. Now you can decide, you can peel it, but we're going to use this because you're going to hold it in your hand and take a good old scoop out of it.
I got you.
So there's your taco shell. Give that a good stir, a little bit of salt and pepper, once again, a little bit of cumin into that. I'm going to add to this a little bit of acidity. So I'm going to add a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice, which is going to make this divine.
Yummy.
And you can keep this in the fridge.
Would you serve, I was going to ask you now, in terms of serving it, would you serve it nice and hot, or do you serve it chilled, room temperature?
I wouldn't serve that hot, but you can have that nice and warm. That would be delicious warm.
You're speaking about that. Yes. I saw someone actually warm Avo the other day, and like my heart sank.
Did you smack them?
Like, no, what are you doing, babe? Don't do that.
No, look here, look, you can have it lovely and warm like that. Let's put some of this salsa on it.
Okay. So we have a nice little tomato relish going over there.
And then we're going to top it with our delicious Clover Classic. And I mean, Bob's your auntie or Bob's your uncle. It depends. Snip, snip, let's go.
Bob is whoever you want him to be, okay? So here we go. And then our classic dressing, a nice little dollop on top.
That's it. And just leave it as it is there. Let it... My finger loves my face. With my mouth. Love it. Isn't that look gorgeous?
That looks so pretty.
So healthy. You could close that up. You'll take a lunchbox to work. Just lemon juice onto your avo, pack the components and assemble it when you get there.
I doubt it will make it to...
Nice picnic food.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. By the time I get to the lunch place, it's done already.
It's like a pot course. As you pull out the driveway, you're eating.
You're done. You're done. ExpressoShow.com is where you can get your hands on the recipe. And of course, with Clover Classic, you also stand the chance to win your share of 500,000 Rand in prizes. Now, to enter, buy any Clover Classic custard. You can buy the dairy snack or even a fat spread or mayonnaise and WhatsApp the till slip of your purchase to 074 909 0000. Now, those T's and C's do apply and can be found on the website clover.co.za. Classic, timeless taste. Again, ExpressoShow.com is where you can get your hands on that recipe. Enjoy.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.